Fox News senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. So if the people of Alabama elect him senator, can they push him out?
Well, the short answer is no. If he's elected senator, the Congress can't add to the qualifications in the Constitution, and there's only two, that he's 30 years old and that he's a resident of the state from which he's elected. So they can't add the following: you shall have behaved properly and lawfully throughout your life before you're in the Senate. So they have to seat him. Can they expel him from the Senate for something he is alleged to have done before he was in the Senate? There's no precedent for that whatsoever. In the history of the United States Congress, no one has been expelled from the House or the Senate for something they did before they were in Congress. The rules contemplate expulsion only for behavior while in Congress. So I think the Republicans will be stuck with him, and Jeff Flake may have come up with a more desirable solution. Defend the rights of women, condemn this behavior because the allegations appear to be more credible than the denial, and live with a Democrat.
Mitch McConnell and Steve Bannon have found something else to be at loggerheads about. Watch these two comparisons.
Do you believe these allegations to be true?
I believe the women, yes. I think he should step aside.
Why don't we get the Republican Party to back off? Okay? Where's the leadership of Mitch McConnell and where's the leadership of Paul? You know what it is? It's just like Billy Bush weekend. It's just like this thing down there with Judge Moore. It's just like on this. They're petrified of the opposition party.
So he is sending a signal to his candidate, Judge Moore. Stay the course like Donald Trump did. He overcame the Billy Bush weekend. We all remember that. It seemed like everybody was deserting him at that point. He ended up, of course, getting elected to president. Stay the course and you'll get elected. You'll be seated and they can't expel you. That's the message that's coming from Steve Bannon. So there's a lot of things at play here. There's Steve Bannon against Mitch McConnell. There's Steve Bannon against his former boss, the president of the United States. There's the fear on the part of the Republican establishment that they may lose the vote of married women, which they did lose in New Jersey and in Virginia just last week. And there's the belief that it might be better to have a Democrat in the Senate making their majority razor thin, 51-49, but stand up for the rights of women.
Yeah. You know, whenever there's one of these situations, it's sort of people hearken back to other times when people have been accused of awful things.
Right.
And I thought this was interesting. Chelsea Handler tweeted this, and she was talking about Roy Moore. Imagine being molested by an older man, then that man denies ever doing it, and then goes on and gets elected to the United States Senate. What kind of message does that send to young girls everywhere? And men to all the men who abuse women. So then Juanita Broderick, remember Juanita Broderick?
Oh, yes.
Pipes in
This is
with
an unbelievable answer.
She says, yeah, I can imagine. I was raped by the Arkansas AG, who then became the governor and president. NBC held my interview explaining the rape until after his impeachment hearing. But I'm sure you don't want to go there. Always a double standard.
Well, you know, there's a lot to be read in there. Is all of this because he's a conservative Republican? Would he be treated differently if he had been a Bill Clinton liberal Democrat? We don't know the answer to that. But the National Republican Party is in a mess right now over all this. Jeff Sessions is not going to leave. A write-in campaign is not going to work. It's beginning to look more and more like it's either going to be Judge Moore, and then he's going to fight for his seat, or it's going to be the Democrat. And then Chuck Schumer is one vote away from becoming the majority leader of the Senate. Talk about a nightmare for Donald Trump.
You never know what's coming down the pipe, right? Quick question before I let you go. Jeff Sessions, we just broke this news a few moments ago, has basically opened the door to a special counsel on Uranium One and on the Clinton investigation.
I think he needs to do that for two reasons. One, the evidence is there. And secondly, he's going to confront the House Judiciary Committee tomorrow. The Democrats are going to say, why didn't you tell everything you knew about the Russians and the campaign? The Republicans are going to say, why don't you investigate Hillary Clinton and Uranium One and pick up the ball that Jim Comey dropped on Hillary's emails? Well, he's almost done what the Republicans want tonight. So he's going to have some defenders tomorrow rather than being attacked at that committee hearing by both parties. Good move. It's a little late, but it's a good move.
Judge, thank you very much. We'll be watching tomorrow. Judge Andrew Napolitano.
Good luck with that town hall. I'll be watching that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be very interesting.